Good afternoon. This is All India Radio, and I am Abhishek Mukhopadhyay with the Midday News. The headlines. President Draupadi Murmu hailed selfless service of women in water conservation and achievements in cleanliness, presents Swachh Sujal Shakti Samman in New Delhi. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says this year's budget to give new growth energy to infrastructure sector, addresses post-budget webinar on infrastructure and investment. Youth Affairs and Sports Minister Anurag Singh Thakur launches Yuva Utsav India at 2047 from Ropar in Punjab. Sale of gold jewellery hallmarked without 6-digit code to be banned from next month. And in cricket, the first season of the Women's Premier League to begin in Mumbai this evening. President Draupadi Murmu today launched the Jal Shakti Abhiyan Catch the Rain 2023 campaign in New Delhi. The theme of the campaign is Source Sustainability for Drinking Water. Speaking at the event, the President said that water conservation and management are the most important issues for India, as only 4% water resources are available in the country. She said the traditional water conservation ways have disappeared in the country due to unplanned urbanization. The President underlined that due to it, the world is facing the issues of water scarcity and global warming. She added there is a need of the hour to restore and manage traditional methods of water conservation while adopting new technologies.
हम पानी की आपूर्ति के लिए परंपरागत माध्यम से ज्यादा स्वास्थ्यगत माध्यम पर निर्भर हो गए, लेकिन सस्टेनेबल वाटर सप्लाई के लिए आधुनिक तकनीकों का उपयोग करने के साथ साथ जल प्रबंधन और जल संचय के परंपरागत तरीके को पुनर्जीवित करना भी समय की मांग है। कुछ वर्ष पहले तो गुजरात के सौराष्ट्र और कच्छ के क्षेत्रों में भी जल की कमी होना आम बात थी। गुजरात सरकार की सुजलाम सुफलाम योजना ने जल प्रबंधन का एक अनुकरणीय उदाहरण प्रस्तुत किया है।
President Murmu said Government of India started Swachh Bharat Mission and Jal Jeevan Mission keeping in mind the problems faced by women.
जल और स्वच्छता दो ऐसे महत्वपूर्ण विषय हैं जो हर नागरिक के जीवन में विशेष स्थान रखते हैं, लेकिन ये मुद्दे सबसे ज्यादा हमारी बहनों और बेटियों को प्रभावित करती है। पीने का पानी की व्यवस्था करने में न सिर्फ उनका काफी समय लगता था, बल्कि उनकी सुरक्षा और स्वास्थ्य को भी खतरा बन जाता था। इन्हीं समस्याओं को ध्यान में रखकर भारत सरकार द्वारा स्वच्छ भारत मिशन ग्रामीण और जल जीवन मिशन के माध्यम से सभी लोगों को स्वच्छ पेयजल और स्वच्छता की सुविधाएं प्रदान करने के लिए विशेष उपाय किए जा रहे हैं।
Recognizing the roles of the women in water conservation and sanitation, the President conferred the Swachh Sujal Shakti Samman 2023 under various categories of the Swachh Bharat Mission, Grameen, Jal Jeevan Mission and National Water Mission. The awards were given to acknowledge the leadership and contribution of women at grassroots level in the journey towards making of a Swachh Sujal Bharat. On the occasion, she also launched a video on Jal Shakti Se Nari Shakti and a commemorative stamp. The President released Swachh Sujal Shakti Ki Abhivyakti, which is a compendium of case stories from Swachh Bharat Mission, Grameen, Jal Jeevan Mission and National Water Mission. Speaking at the event, Jal Shakti Minister Gajendra Singh Shekhawat said under the visionary leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, India has achieved a path-breaking success under the Jal Shakti Abhiyan Catch the Rain. The minister added that Amrit Kal is a true revolution in the field of water and has strengthened the vision of water conservation. Prime Minister Narendra Modi said today that this year's budget will give new growth energy to the infrastructure sector. Mr. Modi said infrastructure development has always been an important pillar in the process of a country's development. The Prime Minister said while addressing the post-budget webinar on infrastructure and investment improving logistics efficiency with PM Gati Shakti National Master Plan. The Prime Minister said under the National Infrastructure Pipeline, the government is aiming to invest a huge amount in coming years.
हमारा कैपेक्स साल 2013-14 की तुलना में 5 गुना अधिक हो गया है। नेशनल इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर पाइपलाइन के तहत सरकार आने वाले समय में 110 लाख करोड़ रुपए इन्वेस्ट करने का लक्ष्य लेकर चल रही है। ऐसे में प्रत्येक स्टेक होल्डर के लिए ये नए दायित्व का, नई संभावनाओं का और साहसपूर्ण निर्णय का समय है.
The Prime Minister added that this is a time for new responsibilities, new possibilities and bold decisions for each stakeholder. He added that unfortunately after independence, modern infrastructure was not given much required emphasis. Mr. Modi said his government has given special focus on developing better infrastructure.
नेशनल हाईवे का एवरेज एनुअल कंस्ट्रक्शन 2014 से पहले की तुलना में लगभग 2 गुना हो चुका है. उसी प्रकार से हर साल 600 रूट किलोमीटर रेल लाइन का इलेक्ट्रिफिकेशन होता था. आज ये लगभग 4000 रूट किलोमीटर तक पहुंच रहा है. अगर हम एयरपोर्ट की तरफ देखें तो एयरपोर्ट की संख्या भी 2014 की तुलना में 74 से बढ़कर के 150 के आसपास पहुंच चुकी है.
Talking about the Gati Shakti National Master Plan, he said it is going to rejuvenate India's infrastructure and multimodal logistics. He said this is a great tool to integrate economic, infrastructure planning and development. The Prime Minister noted that the results of the PM Gati Shakti Master Plan are becoming visible and the government has identified the gaps that were impacting the logistics efficiency. He said in this year's budget, 100 critical projects have been prioritized and 75,000 crore rupees have been allocated. Mr. Modi said only 600 route kilometers of railway track was electrified per year before 2014, which is now reaching 4,000 kilometers per year. He further added that the number of airports and seaport capacity has doubled as well. The Prime Minister said infrastructure development is the driving force of the country's economy.
हम इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर निर्माण को देश की इकोनॉमी का ड्राइविंग फोर्स मानते हैं. इसी रास्ते पर चलते हुए भारत 2047 तक विकसित भारत होने का लक्ष्य को प्राप्त करेगा.
Elaborating on the role of the states, the Prime Minister informed about the 1-year extension of interest-free loans up to 50 years loans and budgetary expenditure for this has been increased to the tune of 30%. The Prime Minister emphasized that the robustness of India's physical infrastructure is equally important for the strengthening of the country's social infrastructure. He underlined that a strong social infrastructure will lead to more talented and skilled youth who will come forward to serve the nation. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates around the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. Youth Affairs and Sports and Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Singh Thakur launched Yuva Utsav India 2047 from Ropar in Punjab today. He also launched the dashboard of the Yuva Utsav during the event. In his address, Mr. Thakur said that in the first phase, Yuva Utsav has been organized in 150 districts across the country to promote youth power till the 31st of March 2023. In the first phase, programs have been conducted by schools and colleges of the districts. He said as the country is celebrating Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, it is a matter of pride that Yuva Utsav has started from Punjab, which has immensely contributed to the freedom struggle. He urged the youth of the country to contribute in taking a country's development, heritage and values at higher levels, as India has a biggest population who is under 35 years. He said India is a mother of democracy and has the biggest Yuva Shakti.
एक संकल्प लेने का समय आया है कि इस अमृत काल से स्वर्णिम काल की ओर ले जाने के लिए अगर सबसे बड़ा योगदान देश में किसी का हो सकता है तो भारत के युवाओं का हो सकता है. इसलिए युवोत्सव की शुरुआत की गई. जब मैं भारत के युवाओं की बात करता हूं तो एक छोटी मोटी संख्या नहीं है. आज 140 करोड़ भारतीयों में 100 करोड़ 35 वर्ष की आयु से कम है. जो दुनिया भर में सबसे बड़ी युवा आबादी कहीं पर है तो हमारे भारत के अंदर है.
The minister said there are a lot of hopes from Yuva Shakti in Jan Bhagidari. He urged the youth to work in building the nation and bring a change in whatever field they think is required, as youth are the builders of tomorrow. The Minister of Youth Affairs and Sports, through his flagship youth organization, Nehru Yuva Kendra Sangathan, is conducting Yuva Utsav India at 2047 in all districts across the country. Union Minister of Law and Justice Kiran Rijiju has said that the Indian judiciary will soon become paperless. Delivering his inaugural address at the first conference of Central Government Councils of eastern states of India at Bhubaneswar and Odisha today. The minister said that the phase 3 of the e-court project has already begun with the aim to digitize the justice delivery mechanism. He said this will put pay to the demands for setting up of separate benches of high courts which keep coming up from different parts of the country. He emphasized the fact that from out of about 4 crore 90 lakh pending cases in the courts, the lion's share has been handled by the lower courts in the country. The minister called for special attention to be paid to the challenges being faced by them. Mr. Rijiju also stressed upon the need to ensure ease of justice by introducing the respective mother tongues in the local courts and even in the high courts. The government has decided to ban the sale of gold jewelry and gold artifacts hallmarked without a 6-digit code from next month. The Ministry of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution in a statement said that the decision has been taken to ensure quality culture in micro-sale units. The decision was taken after a review meeting of the Bureau of Indian Standards, BIS, chaired by the Union Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal, held yesterday. Additional Secretary in the Department of Consumer Affairs, Nidhi Khare, informed media about the decision.
31 मार्च 2023 के बाद जो 4 डिजिट का HUID हॉलमार्क के रूप में यूज हो रहा था ज्वेलरी में, अब उसको बिक्री नहीं किया जा सकेगा और जो 6 डिजिट का अल्फा न्यूमेरिक नंबर है उसके साथ हॉलमार्क ज्वेलरी बेची जा सकेगी.
The ministry informed that in an effort to promote quality culture in micro-scale units, BIS is providing an 80% concession on the certification minimum marking fee across various product certification schemes of the BIS. It said additionally units located in the northeast will continue to receive an extra 10% concession. Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla and Union Minister for Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises Narayan Rane today inaugurated the MSME's Industrial Exhibition and Fair at Kota in Rajasthan. More than 300 MSMEs, entrepreneurs from across the country are participating in the fair. In Malaysia, at least 4 people have died and nearly 41,000 evacuated after flood waters caused by unusual torrential rains lasting days swept through several states. Country's southern Johor state was the worst hit, with thousands of people moved to relief centers in schools and community halls. The rains have continued unabated, hampering relief efforts. Local media reports that a road that had collapsed due to overflowing water after heavy downpour, vehicles and homes submerged in muddy waters and shuttered shops. The Malaysian Meteorological Department reported that the nation is currently experiencing its non-stop heavy rain. The department warned that rain will persist in Johor and other parts of the country that could cause further flash floods. In cricket, the first season of the Women's Premier League will begin today. History will be made when the cricket league comprising of 5 teams will kick-start at Navi Mumbai. After years of wait and planning, the Board of Control for Cricket in India, BCCI, has finally been able to organize a stand-alone T20 franchise-based cricket league for women on the lines of the popular Indian Premier League. The 5 teams taking part in the inaugural edition of WPL are Mumbai Indians (MI), Royal Challengers Bangalore (RCB), Delhi Capitals (DC), UP Warriors (UPW), and Gujarat Giants (GG). India captain Harmanpreet Kaur has been named as MI captain, while opener Smriti Mandhana will lead RCB's women's team. Australia's successful skipper Meg Lanning will be at the helm of Delhi Capitals, while Beth Mooney has been named as the captain of Gujarat Giants. Australian wicketkeeper and batter Alice Healy is leading UP Warriors in WPL 2023. The first match between Mumbai Indians and Gujarat Giants will be played at the D.Y. Patil Stadium this evening at 7:30 p.m. The tournament final will be played at Brabant Stadium, Mumbai on the 26th of this month. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. President Draupadi Murmu hailed selfless service of women in water conservation and achievements in cleanliness, presents Swachh Sujal Shakti Samman in New Delhi. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says this year's budget to give new growth energy to infrastructure sector, addresses post-budget webinar on infrastructure investment. Youth Affairs and Sports Minister Anurag Singh Thakur launches Yuva Utsav India 2047 from Ropar in Punjab. Sale of gold jewelry hallmarked without 6-digit code to be banned from next month. And in cricket, the first season of the Women's Premier League to begin in Mumbai this evening. And with that, we end the Midday News.